campus at the University of Florida in Gainesville. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, the site for this college football matchup. And now the coin toss, and it's presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Both teams are lining up for the kickoff, and we're just about set to get this one underway. And he got all of this one. Great kick. He's to the 20. And down he goes at the 28-yard line. The quarterback leads the team out on the field for the first drive. Brought down at the 30.
Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
From their own 30-yard line, it's 2nd down. Here's a run. Up the middle for a nice gain.
That's a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd down.
In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. They'll give it off here. And he's taken down at the 49-yard line.
This is one of their special plays they like to call to keep the defense off balance. When you can get first downs in unconventional ways, you have the edge over your opponent.
Throws, and it's knocked away. Well defended that time.
You're right. Great job here by the defender playing the ball, keeping his balance, and getting in the way of that pass.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. Right side with a counter play. He's taken down around the 50-yard line.
Gain of 1 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and
9. Throws complete. He's hammered. He made the catch, but he didn't get the first down.
Yeah, right now, the way this defense is swarming, there's just no room for him to get upfield for the first down.
The punter is going to try to pin him deep in their own territory with a good punt here. He really got a hold of that one. Little too much leg into that punt. They'll bring it out to the 20. LSU's coaching staff, they know they've got a star wide receiver. They know it's going to be a hostile environment. With that, we went to practice this week, Kirk. They had the crowd noise pumped up pretty good getting them ready for this game.
Yeah, they've done everything that they can do to get this offense ready for a tough environment. They had the crowd noise all week long, making it tough to communicate for the quarterback and his receivers. Now it's here. Now it's the game, and we'll see if all that preparation pays off. One thing we know for sure, they want to get the football into the hands of this receiver early and often if they want to win this game.
From their own 21-yard line, 2nd down. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. They bring the quarterback down.
This quarterback has to do a better job of avoiding the rush, because sacks can be real drive killers.
And that'll be 3 and out. And he's tackled at the 47. This is a fun game, and I think we're going to see a lot of interesting football before it's over. And they get nice yardage on that run. It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 42. And he has it on the corner. He steps out at the 35-yard line.
Nice play on the toss sweep here. His blockers left him a nice running lane, and he was able to pick up the first down.
Might have been some early movement up front.
False start, offense.
Sometimes what happens on a false start is a lineman will see movement on the other side of the ball and be coaxed into jumping early.
So we'll have 1st and 15 after the penalty. They'll bring him down around the 39-yard line. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 13.
Now he's scrambling. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work.
They've obviously found a formula for moving the ball against this defense. Let's see if any adjustments are made before their backs are really against the wall.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. And he's tackled at the 15. They pick up 7 or 8 yards on the option.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
He's got the corner. And they make the stop at the 1. So he keeps it, and he gets a big first down.
The quarterback made a very good decision here not to pitch. He saw a break in the defense and just hit it for a big gain.
It's 1st down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. They're packed in tight on the line. Finds the tight end for a touchdown. He makes the PAT. A 7-play, 53-yard drive. And they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
Brad, that's one of those drives that can just tear your heart out. It can really demoralize a defense when they drive the ball down the field, and a lot of the yards came on the ground.
So the score now, 7-0. Florida gets set to kick this one away. Excellent kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Florida's defense looks like it's ready to feed off this crowd all game long. It's like having an extra player out there.
It sure is, Brad. They are off to a great start in that opening series. Let's see how they play here. Again, trying to just set the tone here early in this game on this next series.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. Nice run there.
Gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 29-yard line. 2nd down. He's on the run. He's tackled at about the 39-yard line.
10 yards. 1st down.
He fights forward to about the 39.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 39-yard line. It's 2nd down. He lets it go. He goes up. Picked off. Good job to pick that ball off.
He did a great job at getting in that passing lane and coming away with the ball.
From their own 43-yard line. 1st down. Florida is up a score. Hand off to the right.
More plays like this, and the coaching staff is going to need to change up the blocking schemes. You can't allow the defense to play in your backfield.
And he hits him hard at the 43-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards. That brings up 3rd and 10.
Third down, and they need to get it inside the 47. The quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Makes the catch, and look out. Tackle at the 41-yard line.
There was good pressure coming in, but he stood his ground and found his teammate for a nice gain.
From the 41-yard line. First down. And he's hit immediately.
The quarterback and his receiver make a great play here and convert on an early down.
They move the sticks after another first down.
Impressive drive by this offense so far. I really like what they're doing by keeping this defense on their heels and moving the ball downfield.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 29-yard line. Florida is up 7. He heaves it to the end zone. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. This is the 8th play of this drive. Handoff to the right. Gets to about the 27-yard line. Third down, and they need to get it to the 19. Tackle made at about the 21.
Good for a gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 4th and 1.
Scrambling around. Knocked out of bounds at the 19-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line. And they got to him before he could get back to the line. So the halfback loses about 2 on the run.
That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
We're at the 12th play of the drive. Tackled after a decent pickup.
Gain of 4 on the play. 3rd down.
From the 17-yard line. 3rd down. The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. Complete. He's got room. And down he goes at about the 9-yard line.
That makes it 4th and inches.
Florida up 7 points. There's a strike complete. He's hit and taken down. This is the 15th play of this drive. He tackles him for a loss. An exciting first quarter comes to an end. 7-0 Gators. And we welcome you back to the action here. Just about set to start the second quarter. And they'll run him again. And he tackles him hard at the 4.
Call it a gain of 1 yard. That makes it 3rd and goal.
If they can get it in here, it'd make it a 2-score game. It's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gators. And he hits the PAT. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He really got a hold of that kick. He's to the 20. Oh, he got nailed on that one.
Brad, as good as this defense has looked, I'm not necessarily surprised by this shutout. I mean, you and I were there on Wednesday watching this team practice, and when this first-team defense goes against their own first-team offense in a practice, sometimes it's actually better than the game itself. So they prepared themselves very well to have this kind of game.
He's got to throw it in a hurry. Brought down at the 40-yard line.
That's a gain of 10 on the go. That brings up 2nd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1. Makes the catch and gets out of bounds.
13 yards. 1st down.
This quarterback is tough as nails. Brad, he's going to sit in that pocket and give himself a chance. The only problem is, at some point, you've got to have a feel, almost that sixth sense on when to get out of there and avoid the pressure or just to throw the ball before you get hit.
Here's a running play. And he makes it out to about the 47-yard line. 3rd down now, and they need to get it down to the 37. The crowd at this stadium, always a factor in the football game. He's knocked out of bounds at the 40. Trying to change the field position with his kick. This punt bounces into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime. Gets out to about the 21. It's 2nd and 9. Ball on their own 21. Brought down after a nice run up the middle. Fires out quickly to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 28-yard line.
That'll make it 4th and 2.
He punts it away, and it's a great kick. And he has it on the corner. They'll bring him down at the 41. The Tigers struggling trying to get their star wide receiver in this game, and sometimes, you know, Herbie, it's almost like a jump shooter in basketball. Get him to the free throw line, get him one free one from 15 feet and see how he can do. They got to get the ball in his hands somehow.
I agree with you 100%. I mean, it's just a matter of just one play, one touch could get this guy going because he has that kind of ability. And up to this point, they've not been able to find the way to get him the ball. Give credit, a lot of credit to this defense for coming in with a good plan. But now it's up to the offense to make their own adjustments to kind of counter that attack by this defense to be able to get the ball into the hands of their go-to guy.
From their own 38-yard line, it's second down. He's taken down at the 37-yard line. One of the top stadiums in the nation. This crowd comes to play themselves. Completes it, but he can't shake the defense. He gets it away, and this is a really nice punt. This one will go into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20. It's a new possession for this offense, so what will it hold? Run play, and he'll lose yards. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 20-yard line. They'll give it off here, and he makes it out to about the 21-yard line.
That'll make it 3rd and 9.
Gets it quickly to the tight end, but it's dropped. So the defense gets him to go 3 and out.
Good job here defensively forcing this incomplete pass.
It's away, and it's a booming punt. He makes it out to maybe the 43-yard line. The offense is looking to be a little bit more successful with this drive as they had to punt the ball away the last time they had it. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Pass incomplete, trying to get it to his receiver.
This quarterback needs to be careful not to use his arm strength to try to force things because that's when mistakes happen.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 43. Just throws this one away.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
They can't hear a thing down there. Caught, and he's hit immediately.
Sometimes it's not the huge distance, but precision that you need from your punter. Nicely done.
The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play. They go with the run, and he's taken down behind the line.
That is a loss of 2 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
We've got a 2nd and 11. Ball on the 14-yard line. And he's tackled at the 17-yard line. 3-yard gain by the running back. it's almost picked off.
Number 24 breaks up the pass. That'll bring up 4th and 9.
Oh, excellent punt. And down he goes at the 42-yard line. The defense really stepped up to force that 3 and out on the last drive. 5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun. He's scrambling. And they make the stop at about the 43-yard line. We've got a 2nd and 9 here. Ball on the 43. Up the middle for a nice gain.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Always a noisy place to play and tough on the offense. Tries to set up a screen for the wide receiver. They'll bring him down around the 44-yard line.
The quarterback dumped it off, and everyone did a good job of blocking up front. Doesn't get much better than that.
1st down, 10 to go. Ball on the 44. Slings it out there, incomplete.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
And so it's another 3rd down upcoming here. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Quick throw. He's tackled at the 39-yard line. And they get the sack. There's a missed opportunity by the offense. Let's see if this drive has a more rewarding conclusion than their last, which ended with a punt. Now he tries to buy some time. Tackle at the 49-yard line. He keeps it and maybe gets 3 yards. From their own 49-yard line. 2nd down. Got his man. Can't tack on any yardage. The Gators call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. They'll go ground. Gets out to around the 28. Now he's scrambling. Tackle made at about the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
He's going to try and scramble. And down he goes at the 11-yard line. He throws it. From the 11-yard line, it's second down. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Here's the 8th play of the series. Under pressure. And he is drilled at the 4-yard line. He picks up a good 7 yards there, and the quarterback keeper. The field goal unit's out on the field, and they're going to try to get these guys 3 points before halftime. It's up, and it's good. They might just want to squib this one. Only a few seconds left here before halftime. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. It's still only the second quarter. We've got a lot of football left, but I've got to say, this one is teetering on the brink of a blowout. They go to the ground game. Gains his way to the 39-yard line. We've still got a half of football remaining. Florida's lead is 17.
Hi, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. David Pollack here in the studio as always to lend a little perspective to what just went down in the first 30 minutes. Let's not get too carried away by the stats in the first half, but it is noteworthy. Less than 6 yards per pass attempt. Now, we talk to coaches around the country. They always want those explosive plays, big chunk plays. Not getting it in this game might be an indication there's not really that deep threat that strikes fear into the defense on the outside.
The hardest thing for a corner is always facing a speedster, facing somebody that can stretch the field, because then it makes you backpedal and really makes you, take away that deep ball first and bail out of there. And then sometimes it opens up the underneath stuff where you give a cushion to a receiver. So I think the offense has to find playmakers. They got to find ways to take shots, run some different routes, to find some creative ways to get some guys open. Because right now, the little dink and dunk stuff isn't working. You're not threatening me down the field. I don't need to cover the whole field. We're bringing everybody up near the line of scrimmage and just taking away the short stuff.
David and I will be keeping an eye on your game and everything else going on in the country here in our palatial and comfortable surroundings in the studio. The best seat in the house belongs to Brad Nessler in Kirk Herbst Street.
And we welcome you back to the action here, just about set for the second half. And he got all of this one. Great kick. He's to the 20. And he's tackled at the 28. The Gators continue to get it done on the defensive side of the football, Kirk.
Yeah, they've done a good job of building this lead and almost determined here to protect it. Let's see if they can hold on here for the rest of the way.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. And they got to him before he could get back to the line. Second down and 14. Ball on their own 24. Makes the catch, and he's got nowhere to go. They're one of the loudest crowds in the country, and they are on their feet. Complete, brought down, nothing doing. Tackle made at the 37. They'll take over here, ready to start a new series. down around the 35-yard line.
That's a loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
It's 2nd down, 12 to go. Ball on the 35. Scrambling around, and he's going to be sacked.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. That brings up 3rd and 14.
Here they come. They couldn't pick up the first down, so they'll have to punt this one away.
On 3rd down, the defense was expecting the pass, and they defended the play very well in the secondary.
They get this one off, and it's a beauty. He gets out to about the 32-yard line.
Return for a gain of 12 yards.
Their last drive broke down, and they punted. What do they have in store this time out?
If they're going to make a comeback in this game, it's going to have to start now. This offense has to get rolling.
Quick pass, and he's taken down at the 38-yard line.
That's a gain of 6 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down. Dives forward.
That's a gain of 4 on the play. 1st down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch two, watch two.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Call it a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Choose the mic. Check, right lane.
It's caught off the tip. He's hit and taken down. They come out in an empty backfield. Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. He's taken down at the 48. It's 4th down, and they're going to try to go for it. Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun, 5 wide receivers. And he's hit immediately.
Call it a gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
Time right. Hey, look, we're gonna mic your team, guys. Mic your team. Set. Oklahoma. Let's go. Motion.
He makes it out to maybe the 36-yard line. And this is the 8th play of the drive. Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
Gaining 4 yards. 3rd down.
3rd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Choose the mic. Set. 10-19.
Looking for the corner. He's at the 20, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 17.
You know that saying, get your keys out because we're on a drive? This offense right now is on a drive. I mean, this is their 3rd first down. They're doing just about anything they want, and they're really starting to wear the psyche of this defense down.
He's on the run, heading for the corner. The 5. They're not done yet.
outstanding run and great execution by the entire offensive unit, especially the blocking up front.
And he adds the extra point. A 10-play, 67-yard drive, and they get it in for 7.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
So our score, 17-7. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. So they're just about set to get the game going again. Tosses it out, and they'll bring him down behind the line. He gets back to the line of scrimmage on the halfback toss.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 25-yard line. 2nd down. He scrambles, and they got him.
Boy, this pass rush is sometimes scary. They're really getting after the quarterback now.
That'll make it 3rd and 13.
So that sack leaves them a little ways to go here. It's 3rd down and 13. In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. Pressure coming. And he tackles him hard at the 16.
Brad, not only did they give up a sack here, but their quarterback just got hit and hit hard. If I'm an offensive coordinator, or especially an offensive line coach, I'm getting a hold of my offensive line, making sure these guys are on the same page, and they've got to take more pride in taking care of their quarterback than that play right there.
The sack makes this a 4th and very long. It's away, and it's a booming punt. He makes it to the 48-yard line. He did a good job there to give his team decent field position. So it's time to see this offense go to work again.
This defense couldn't stop them from moving the ball and inevitably finding the end zone.
Down! Blue 14! Blue 14!
They'll go with a toss right. And he's tackled right around the 48-yard line. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 48. He goes downtown. The defender had his hands on it, but it's incomplete. I don't know if they'll be able to hear his cadence in the midst of all this mayhem. He's looking for his man.
That was a nice play. Anything you can do without being penalized to prevent the offense from moving forward is always a plus.
He really got a hold of that one. This punt bounces into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field. He's scrambling. He's out to the 30, and they make the stop at about the 35.
It's always a snap decision when you decide to tuck it and run. On that play, it was definitely the right move as he got the first down after a nice gain.
From their own 35-yard line. 1st down. He makes it to the 38-yard line.
Call it a gain of 3 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 6. Mike 6. Go.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
Makes the tackle. Gain of 7 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 9.
It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker.
Check back, Mike 6, Mike 6.
They try the right side. They'll bring him down at the 48-yard line. And they keep it on the ground for the first down.
Nothing too fancy here. The key is that the running back was able to convert the first down.
Tailback brought down for a loss.
Call it a loss of 3 yards on the way. That brings up 2nd and 13.
From their own 45-yard line, it's 2nd down. He's tackled at about the 41.
There's nothing better than having an athletic, versatile, and instinctive safety. He makes a big-time play here with his recognition of the run, comes up and does what he does best, which is making a nice, sure tackle on the ball carrier.
Setting up blockers, or running backs got it on the screen. Taken back a yard.
Not much going on there. Those kind of plays will not work against this defense. You can be sure of that.
They're stacking the line. It looks like they're coming after this punt. He gets it away, and this is a really nice punt. So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The defense really stepped up to force that 3-and-out on the last drive.
Down 2 possessions. This offense has to step up and capitalize on this possession.
Quick strike, and he drops it. From their own 20-yard line, 2nd down. Makes the catch, and the defense is all over him. They bring him down for a loss. It's 3rd and 11. Ball on their own 19. The intimidation factor is definitely here when you're playing in this stadium. Quick out to his receiver. Tackle made at the 25-yard line. That's 3 down and 1 to go. The Gators with a 10-point lead. Into the 4th quarter now, and we're back to the action. They've got 10 guys up. They're coming after the kick. Booming kick. He's taken down at the 43-yard line. Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop. Nice run there. So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. And down he goes at the 50. And he gets a yard on the run.
I'm telling you, every yard you gain is earned, and those were about as tough as they come.
They'll run for it, and a big hit right there.
Loss of 2 on the play. 4th down.
Knocked out of bounds at the 24. It was a quick 3 and out on their last possession. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd and 6. Ball on the 28. Tackled after a decent pickup.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That'll bring them 3rd and 2.
One of the top stadiums in the nation. This crowd comes to play themselves. With the pass, incomplete. So the defense gets him to go 3 and out.
Good job here defensively forcing this incomplete pass.
So it's 4th down, and the offense is still on the field. Tackle at about the 37-yard line.
The 37-yard line. 1st down.
Throws complete, and he's hit right away.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down. 5 wide. Slings it left. Oh, what an interception.
Johnson makes the interception.
Nice pick by the safety.
Safety that time just sitting back there looking at the quarterback, and once it was thrown, he knew exactly where it was going, and he made the pick.
From their own 38-yard line, it's 1st down. He steps out around the 43-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 5 yards. That brings him 2nd and 5.
Off to the right. He makes it out to maybe the 43-yard line.
That'll make it 3rd and 5.
From their own 43-yard line, it's 3rd down. Catches it and hit immediately for a loss. That's a loss of 4 yards.
Well, that play was sort of out of sync from the start, but you have to also recognize that the defense made a great play. They read it from the get-go.
Oh, excellent punt. He makes it out to maybe the 30-yard line. Offense comes back out looking to improve from their last effort.
One general rule in any game is to hold on to the ball. If you're in the negative in the turnover department, your chances of winning decrease exponentially.
Throws quickly, and it's almost intercepted. Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 30. Takes the ball inside. Brought down at the 28. So the halfback loses about 2 on the run. They're one of the loudest crowds in the country, and they are on their feet. Got a man, but he's tackled back behind the line of scrimmage. And this one is a beauty. He's to the 40. He's tackled at the 45. The defense shut him down on their last drive, forcing a quick punt. So he turns the counter into a 9-yard gain.
That'll make it 2nd and inches.
So it's 2nd down, and they're only about a foot away from picking up the first down. Nice run there as they work the outside. Give to the running back, and he's going to lose yardage. From the 39-yard line, it's 2nd down. And he makes it out to about the 37-yard line.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
He goes out of bounds right around the 36-yard line. They'll call on the field goal unit.
That makes it 4th and 8.
He gets it up, and it's long enough. Off the crossbar and in. Florida is lining up to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. He's to the 20. Tackle made at the 29.
The Gators have really been all over the place. They're playing like a defense possessed.
I love to watch a defense just pin its ears back and just fly to the football. They are playing with a reckless attitude, and it's really paid off because it set up their offense to be able to score points.
They couldn't get anything going on that last drive. Less than 3 minutes in the game. Now he's scrambling. He's taken down at the 43.
Hey, sometimes the defense does everything right, and they still lose. That time they had tight coverage, which left no options other than for the quarterback to take off.
Lets it fly.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
From their own 43-yard line, 2nd down. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. And he's taken down at the 39-yard line. Good pitch and catch there on 2nd down.
Yep, and it was good enough to get him the first down. That's just a nice play.
He's on the run, and they bring him down for a sack on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 14 after the setback. They come out in a 5-wide set. Good tackle there in space.
With the reception, number 3 brings him down at the 29-yard line. First
They
down.
spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. He might not be able to get the pass off. He's going to air it long. What a time for that touchdown, and now they've still got a chance in this game. And he tacks on the extra point. They'll bring him down at the 41-yard line. Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. Less than 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Makes it out to maybe the 40-yard line. A 1-yard gain by the halfback. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 40-yard line. Nice run, and he's brought down. LSU will take a timeout. That's their second of the half. Now he tries to buy some time. And he's tackled at the 26-yard line. The defense might have just run out of chances with that first down right there.
This offensive line definitely left it all on the field today.
From the 26-yard line. First down. Nice run up the middle.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
Keep 15. Keep 15. Like 6. Go.
They'll work the left. And he carries the ball for a nice gain. From the 15-yard line. First down. We should just see the quarterback take a knee right here, winding down the rest of this clock. Nothing more demoralizing for a defense than seeing the opposing quarterback take a knee. And this one's all but wrapped up. The Gators get the win here, 20-14. As we wrap this game up, Kirk, what final thoughts do you want to share?
Well, we got about what we thought we'd get. 2 evenly matched teams fighting hard in a very close game. Florida was not going to win this game easily, and they knew that. They had to scrap and should be proud to come out on top. Both teams should be proud of their effort.
That's it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you soon.